that happened in my childhood. Here is the first thing first. I used to be an avid aircraft modeler. When I was 9, I used to take aircraft modeling classes. And I can share with you how to make a glider. Yes, I used to build gliders when I was 9. However, I wanted something much more than a glider. Namely, I wanted an RC plane. However, my family simply could not afford an RC plane. And because of this, we were stuck with gliders. And the best we could afford was a rubber-powered plane. Okay, so here's about that plane, the rubber-powered one. You know, there is an anime, My Neighbor Totoro. I watched it. And there was one boy, his name was Kanta. And he had exactly the same kind of plane, the rubber-powered plane, that I had. Alright. So, there was one girl. Her name was Nastya. Me and Nastya used to play together when I was a kid. When other kids were rejecting me, Nastya was trying to take my side and having some playtime with me. One of the sweetest things from Nastya was that she used to ride me in the cart. So I was taking my cart, and she was riding me in that cart like she was pulling me in a stroller like I'm a little kid. Alright. So later on, Nastya and me grew up, and she was looking like a very cute anime character, anime girl, or a Barbie girl, like that. And I literally, at 11 years old of age, 11 year fucking old of age, had a crush on her. Just remember, how can you have a crush upon someone when you're just 11 years old? You know, 15, 16, etc., but 11. Actually, I know that childhood crushes or pre-teenagehood crushes are very common. Alright. So I used that rubber-powered airplane to deliver the notes to Nastya. I attached the note to the gear of a plane, wound the propeller, and then I released it and launched it over her fence. Using the third law of Newton, to every action there is an equal reaction opposing. The note was falling off the gear by, action reaction. The air, that oncoming air, the note was falling off the plane by the oncoming airflow. So the note fell. The plane has landed somewhere. Nastya was approaching the note and the plane, taking the note, reading it, and then she was finding the plane landed somewhere, and then taking the plane out of her yard and putting it on the nearby bench. And she did not even reply. Most of the time she was telling things to my neighbor, and they were telling me what did she tell, what she told them. However, one time I have met Nastya personally. I mean, I saw her in face. You know, for me, talking to that cutie pie face to face at 11 years old, when you had a crush on her, it was quite difficult. And then she told me this thing: fuck you. And this traumatized me for the whole 6 years old. I was even writing things like, if my friend's name was Nastya, if she had blue eyes, blonde hair, then I'll jump off the window from the 10th floor. That was definitely something that I shouldn't say here. But I was indeed traumatized. And I know that if I jumped off the window from the 10th floor, I wouldn't even be here anyways. I know suicide is not an answer. If you had any stories from childhood, the crushes that you were rejected by them, you can write into comments. Okay, out.